It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we've got C.D. Lamb. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Vikings and the Bears under the lights on Sunday night.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but you can see it in their body language. This is not a team that is organized and been ready to play.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Here we go.
Fields going to throw right away. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
3rd and long, it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Ready, set.
On 1st down, Lance. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. And Lance, he's going to change the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Lance looking to throw it. That is caught.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this 1st half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap. It felt like they had to try and keep him upright.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Santos' kick is up and through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now gets a bye in the first round. Win your division, get to the playoffs, celebrate that. And by the way, they are guaranteed a home game. That's a good way to start the playoffs.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is long. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Noel. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Noel. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to Addison. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings! C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down, they go back to Herbert.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Fields on first down. He'll get that underneath to Herbert.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Fields. Finding more on the out route for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Fields.
Gets it to Bellamy outright. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now it's Fields.
Steps away to his left. Fights loose. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Here we go, Scott.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Lance looking to change it up. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
Ready up. Ready, break.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll run with Gibson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Hey, go Fury. Ready?
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 14-10.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears going to take over now late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. On 1st down, Fields. He's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
And he's got this complete to Bellamy. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Komet.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on second and long.
Fields.
Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Herbert. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Drill 52.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd down, Noel. And he whips that one incomplete there.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Lance. He gets it to Addison.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Trouble 38.
Lance looks to throw again. Out right, he's got Rucker.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Trey Lance
taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
at their own 25-yard line.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Fields.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. On the option right is Fields.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Fields on 1st down. That pass complete to Moore.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
To throw is Fields.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 33, here's second down at a yard.
This country cover 3? Impossible.
Working from the gun, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to...
Yo, no fucking way. Not on a fucking throwaway, dog.
Now it's third. Now a stoppage here for an injured player.
Not on a throwaway, dog.
Who appears to be worse for the wear. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Kiss my ass.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Noel. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. Going into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back.
Ain't no fucking way, bro.
They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves.
Ain't no way, dog.
Encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Here we go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Just a disaster of a series. No one open anywhere. This ball just has to be thrown to the sideline.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
All right, Andrew Noel, can you run this offense, boy? Can you run this offense, my boy? See what you got, though.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Noel. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Looking to throw. Noel. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Card red. Doing black.
Back to throw. Noel. And pressure coming.
That is really unfortunate. Who the fuck is D. Tucker?
It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
I lost my quarterback, not my interior O-line.
Like, remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it.
And I lose Darisaw.
Be able to hang on through the contact.
Bro.
It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort. But
I just lost my quarterback, my right tackle, and best kicker. The best kicker was gone right there on a fucking
way, but still, that's a
holy shit.
Harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because
holy
if you
shit.
consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Somebody's missing a defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Bro, like, there was literally a person missing on defense. There was a zone that's a player that's not on the field.
They're inside the 25.
Like, what the fuck?
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple rushers break through the dropping for the 7th time this game.
Oh, it is big.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays down.
Holy shit.
He'll make the diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Right at him. He threw it right at him.
Touchdown Bears.
Bruh. He threw it right at the guy in the zone, fam.
And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead.
In-man coverage, bracket it with a guy underneath in yellow zone. Do it right at him. Nothing.
And into the end zone.
Like, bro,
Absolutely
come on,
excellent
fam.
execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him
tough,
credit,
dog.
found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Fields trying to throw for it. Flushed out right.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive. Noel. He's going to air one out.
If you picked that.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Fight, 97. 6, Mega. Hut.
Off play action. Noel on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Hey, red. Go red. Drill 3. Steel, black. Set.
Looking to throw. Noel. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 17 yards out. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Yellow, blue.
They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the decision to come out of the
spin off my
cost
tackle
him 5
and beat my
yards as he's
entire
taken
team.
down right at the 20. So now Fields and the Bears down by 5. A minute 52 to play. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Here's Fields.
Sersky, come here, boy. Come here, bitch. Look at that.
That's simply
I let him running around and shit. Yeah.
They're in
Come here.
position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. His pass complete to Rucker. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Noel over the middle, complete to Addison. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready?
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go. Jump. 17. Ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Vikings extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Chicago offense set to get started. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
It is ass on too.
Forced out to his left.
On his ass, baby.
Open downfield, so
24 and a half sacks, my boy.
And once you get out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
Walk him down. Let's go 5.
That'll get his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Gets this to Moore. 30.
Oh,
bitch.
There's
There's my quarterback. We got a dub, baby.
Little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And out
Game,
now
boys.
come the Vikings. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Taking no fucking kneel. Fuck yeah.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing to start the drive.
Noel. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears now ready to take over again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now it's Fields. And that one to the right side and incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Minnesota, they improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played in this regular season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Bullshit, bro. Bullshit. We still gave up 279 yards. That's insane. Was those two? No, one was a fumble. I was saying, was it 2 picks? Yeah. Fucking MVP goes out when he's insanity. In fucking sanity. Well, Antonio Gibson, you got a heavy workload this playoff run, my boy. Oh, so I didn't realize he went to Oklahoma. I wonder if I changed that. Damn, I didn't get him 100 yards. Fuck. 2 touchdowns. CD with 9 for buck shabby shab. No buck shabby shab. No buck shabby shab. This bitch gave up 2 back-to-back sacks. Like, what the fuck? Greenlaw. 15 tackles, my G? 2 TFLs? God damn. Bowers went off, bro. Fowler got 3 TFLs. Let's fucking go. 4.5 sacks, 3 TFLs for Hunter. Lived in the backfield all game. And a spoon. 2 whole sacks by himself. Let's get it. It's 24.5, baby. And Brandon Smith got back there. Sacked this nigga 9 times, bro. And that's simply just about containing. Because he just kept fucking spamming out that shit. One little pick 6 for Andrew Booth. Harry the Hitman with the clutch force fumble. I see that joint. That shit was kind of. Safeties, pick 6. He scared me at the end there, boy. I ain't lying. He was making a comeback. Motherfuckers. Fuckers. Look at this right here, though. Look at this. Look. 2 sacks. Just basic. I'm trying to fucking roll out. You take a sack. Throw a pick on the second play. What the fuck was this? Play action cross. Oh, God. And this, my friends, is why you don't. This is why I don't run PA cross. This is why. When that fucking route gets matched, you're assed out. Like, not a single soul is open on this shit. Not a single soul. I think this is match coverage, too. It's like cover 6. Yeah, it's like cover 6. Like, every route is capped. And technically, the only one that's not is that tight end, 7. But maybe I put him on a post. Or just like, do like the normal person, put him in the drag, and underneath has the check down. Man. Here's our turnover. Sacked again, Justin Fields. And it was like the first 4 sacks was not the guy I needed to get the sack. That's the crazy part. The first 4 sacks was not the guy I needed to get 1 sack. 5 touchdowns. Slant. Yeah. Looks like a blitz. See the middle of the field vacate. Actually, not a blitz. 2-man under. So the middle of the field vacate. Why? Gotcha. Hey. This looked like a damn Marco drive. Herbert, DJ Moore. 15-yard run by Fields where he broke tackles and shit on some wild shit. And then, is this the one they do it right past the fucking linebacker, bro? Yep. Right past the linebacker with Lurker and Pick Artist. Look at 57 right here. The reason I come inside is because I know that any quick hitting throws is being thrown at that linebacker with Pick Artist and Lurker. You're not throwing at him, right? No, I'm going to throw it right at him. He's just going to step out the way. Literally staring at the quarterback, bro. Literally staring at the QB, and dude that does not make a play on that. Like, that is insane, bro. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. I got to get a screenshot, bro. Hold up. Hold up, man. I gotta get a screenshot, bro. Like, you're literally throwing it right at him, bro. Right at him. Then it don't get picked up. Yo. He literally just steps the wrong way. Look at that left foot. Look at that left foot. Look at his left foot. I'm going to go this way. Even though I see the ball. I'm literally watching the ball. I'm going to go the opposite way of where the ball's going. Yo, that's fucking funny, man. See an all-out blitz. Get the little running back. Out leverage. Up the sideline. Hey! Just touch pass. Slant. Was that Max Crosby playing coverage, bro? It is. Why is Max Crosby playing off-ball middle linebacker, bro? Dog, that's insane. Max Crosby is playing off-ball linebacker, bro. Ain't no fucking. Ain't no way, bro. Like, what the fuck? What formation? Why? Would he possibly be playing off-ball linebacker? Side of the screen. Zone action here. Oh no, it's left side of the screen. My bad. AJ Terrell's my right. He's my left corner that plays the right side of the screen. This is some dumb shit. I'll take this pick right catch. Please and thank you. Get upfield, my boy. I'm running Darnell Mooney and DJ Moore. Yeah, chill. Dig that shit on off, boy. To the apartments, to the apartments. .92 cylinder. We at ya. Oh, look at the camaraderie on the team, man. Look at the camaraderie, man. I gotta get some screenshots of the team as well. Breaking that record, boy. Breaking that record, boy. Man, this man just disappeared on me. I think this is the sack. This is the one, man. This was the sack. The second one before the half. Damn. Who picked that shit? Fumbled on the fucking opening kickoff. Second half. Took a tray out here. Yo, don't tell me there's no fucking replay for the sack. The record-breaking sack. That was so bullshit. That was so bullshit. Again, right where a linebacker is. I'm playing the opposite of where my linebacker is playing for a reason. You shouldn't be able to just throw it. Like he's stepping away from where the ball... Again, dog. Like, look at 12, bro. This happened with the 92, 93 overall linebacker as well. He's looking directly at the quarterback. All right? See the ball, quarterback hand go back. He's throwing the ball. All right? Ball's going right where you are, and you move the opposite way of where the ball is going. Like, 2 steps. That's insane. That is fucking insane, bro. This the play that won it, though. I ain't gonna lie. Snap back. The team wins his rep, but wide open running. User. Oh. Poke, my nigga. Not even the clean strip, man. Harry the Hitman. Get that ball out, baby. Get that ball out, baby. Needed that play. He fucking needed it. Justin Fields down there with his eyes closed, dog. That's funny as hell, bro. Sack for 13-yard loss. Is this 92? Oh, it's 5. With the chase down, boy. Yeah, he is. 64 did a good job. But here's the shitty part. Here's the fucking shitty part, right? 64, the right guard, is gonna stalwart 92, right? Just blocks him. Does a good job. He tries. It looks like he tried a swim move, didn't win. But the double team, bro. The double team with left guard and center. They just instantly lose. Like, that's so ass, bro. Like, this part of Madden, I hate. Absolutely hate it. And this is a plus for my team. It's a plus for my team. I do not like this shit. It makes no fucking sense that you can rush 4 and the guy that's being double teamed is the only guy that wins. And it's very consistent. It's very consistent, bro. A straight dookie. So you can, in fact, just, and this is what I've been doing all season. And if you're watching this video at this point in this video, you deserve to hear it, right? Because I have this dominant pass rusher at 92, right? All I'm doing is lining him up as a 3-tech every passing down so that he gets a one-on-one with the guard. And if he wins, great. If he doesn't, the other guy's going to beat the double team. Probably a good 60-70% of the time. And if I can get pressure with either of those two guys, I have my outside guys in contains. And they're at probably 16, 17 sacks between the two of them simply by being in contains all season. Simply by being in contains. Simply by this happening. A quick rush, quick pass rush win, and then quarterback tries to scramble. Because if you step up into it, you're likely getting sacked by the two interior guys. If you scramble out, the contains will disengage and sack your quarterback. That's the genius of my pass rush with this team right now. And it's kind of crazy. And all I'm really doing to build up my outside pass rushers is upgrading run stopper on them so I can get no outsiders and inside stuff on those guys. This shit is insane. Fucking hate that shit. This is a touchdown I threw on vertical seams versus cover 3 seams. It's like, what the fuck are you covering, 34? Like, that makes absolutely no sense. You to redirect this man and then just flare out. Just turn your back and go to the fucking curl flat. And there's no one there. There's not a fucking soul there. And as soon as you get that past that redirect guy, right past the linebacker, whoop, touchdown. Kind of wild. Kind of wild. Unfortunately, no replay for Witherspoon, but it is what it is. We got a couple other highlights and clips. Where's the clip at? Oh, the sack. Is this it? No, this is me on offense. I think this one's it.
Guys, in this situation, if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, that's a completion. Alright, yeah, end of the second quarter. I have saved it as a minute, not 30 seconds. What?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
This might not be it either.
Fields now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get the bring it
Oh, that's good, man. Hunter.
Now the Bears will use their third and final
25,
timeout.
22.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on second and long.
There you go.
Under pressure, they got him again.
There you go.
Push it back 8 yards that time on second down.
That was it. Man, come on, bruh. Like, stability fixes my ass, man. Like, this shit's still broken. You can't exit a fucking game. This shit's so ass, dog. Shit's so ass, bro. I gotta fucking reset the app. Let me save the clip just in case motherfuckers try some dumb shit. Save recent gameplay. 3 minutes. This is fucking retarded, bro. And closing that app is gonna cut my stream too. This is fucking ass.